Welcome back, everyone. We are going to do front brake replacement, the pads and the rotor on the second generation Ford Fusion. This is from 2012 all the way to 2020 Ford Fusion. And first up, jack up the car on the right point. There's an arrow here on the plastic that indicates where the jack goes, and make sure you use jack stands and also tire chucks in the back. All right, now we are going to take off the lug nuts, 19 millimeter lugs. Perfect. If you don't have an impact, you can still do it using your standard hand tools. So wheel and the tire is off. As you can see, Ford uses a special retainer, and the new brakes actually come with replacement retainers as well. There's a rubber cap. Same on the bottom. But the frame stays. You need to remove the frame as well.
Okay, then in the front. This is where I'd rather.
Okay, Alright, gently don't stretch this cable. Alright, next up we're going to push the piston back. Use the old brake pads, and if you have this tool, use it to compress the piston back in place so the new pads can slide in easy. If not, you may have to use big C-clamps or something like that. Alright, piston is completely compressed. Now safely hang it up there so we don't mess with that. Right, perfectly fits in there. No wire stretching, no hose stretching. So that's good to go. Now we need to remove the cradle or the frame of the caliper, this stuff, so that we can take the rotors off. And for this, we are using an 18 millimeter impact socket and 2 bolts. In there tight. All right, now frame comes off and rotors may stick. This one came off easy, but rotors may generally stick. You may have to give it a couple of whacks because of this rust that binds the rotor to the surface. So it's ideal to clean this off, use a little sandpaper, steel wool or some steel brush, and brush it off. Put some WD-40 so next time it doesn't stick. Okay, if the rotor was still sticking and it wouldn't come, we can use this press bolt here. Now you put a bolt that fits here and you basically tighten it and it'll pop out at that point. I do not know the exact size of this, but whatever fits in there in the right thread will get you out. And that's how you take the rotors out if they're sticking. So here's a ceramic brake bundle from Amazon, the R1 Concept DFC Premium brakes and rotors. Comes with everything: rear brakes, front brake pads, hardware, and rotors as well. I'll put the link in the description so you can pick this up as well. Attach the frame back on with those 18 millimeter bolts. Frame is in, rotors are in. Now just need to worry about the new brake pads and the caliper. Okay, next up, spraying some disc brake quiet. What it does is it puts a nice rubber coat in the back, heat resistant, and it prevents the vibration that normally happens with these brakes hitting the back. And let it dry. It dries nice and red. Put a couple of coats of this in the back. Gives exceptional vibration control. Notice the brakes already comes with these shims in the back. That is meant for prevention of vibration, isolates the brake pads from the vibration, but this does more. So let's do 2 coats of this, and that should do it. Okay, look at the old one. You can see it's hitting the wear indicator, about that size. And the new one is massive, almost twice as much or more. What's interesting is that this brake doesn't have a wear indicator. Not a big deal, but remember to change it once it goes down about that much. Top of that. All right, so. Right. Those are in. Now this retainer clamp needs to be inserted. This little nudge has to clamp into those holes, and if they don't do it right, they'll just pop out. If they do it right, they stay in firm. Looks like it's in. Make sure it's tight. Final step, put the wheels back on. They're using a new set of lugs, mainly because the old lugs were swollen or something. So customer provided new lugs, so that's what goes in. That is it. After that, we run it down the road and test it for any vibration or any brake problems. Right there, a little more. Yeah, right there is 100 foot-pounds. Do that for all, see how it performs. And that is it for changing the front brakes on this Ford Fusion. I hope you liked the video, and watch out for rear brake video as well as a tune-up video and air filter changes, both cabin and engine, and so much more on this car. So feel free to subscribe so you can get updates on this car as well as other cars as well. And I'll see you in the next video.